Newcastle United made it 3 successive wins against Manchester United in all tournaments for the first time in over 100 years, with a deserved 1-0 Premier League victory over the tepid Red Devils at St James's Park. A succession of chances came and went for Eddie Howe's men in the first half, but Man United's luck ran out when Anthony fired home early in the second half to sink Erik Ten Hag's team, who were second best all afternoon, although a concerning injury to Nick Pope partially marred the Magpies' success. While a decimated Newcastle side put out the exact same 11 from their Champions League draw with Paris Saint-Germain, a handful of changes from Ten Hag saw Anthony Martial, Kobbie Mainoo, Diogo Dalot and the returning Marcus Rashford come into the fold. However, Ten Hag's alterations did little to stem the flow of a rampant Newcastle, who saw almost all of the ball in the opening stages and came close in the 18th minute through Miguel Almiron, but Andre Onana was equal to his low effort. Alexander Isak and Jamal Lascelles both came close in the few moments that followed. The former had a strike deflected wide by Harry Maguire before Lascelles headed over the bar, which was then shaking in the 40th minute as Kieran Trippier's free kick landed just an inch too high. Newcastle's shot counter displayed a whopping 14 as the referee's whistle blew to signal half-time, but Man United's clean sheet remained intact, mainly thanks to their hosts' wastefulness in the final third. Any harsh half-time words from Ten Hag clearly did not have the desired effect, as Newcastle finally made one of their many forays forward pay in the 55th minute, where Gordon gave the hosts a fully merited lead. The sloppy Red Devils were punished for losing the ball in the defensive third, allowing Trippier to flash a low ball across the 6-yard box, where Gordon was on hand to tap home at the back post. The ex-Everton man's opener saw him stretch his St James's Park scoring streak to 4 successive Premier League matches, and Ten Hag responded by calling upon Antony and Rasmus Højlund in place of the ineffective Martial and Rashford. Man United's alterations did little to spark any life into the meek visitors, who were indebted to Aaron Wan-Bissaka for making a crucial block to deny Lewis Miley in the 78th minute, but it was Fabian Schär's turn to deny Sergio Reguilón from scoring a sensational volley with a terrific block of his own 4 minutes later. As Pope dived to meet Reguilón's blocked shot, though, the Newcastle number 1 injured himself and stayed down as Man United built their next attack, which was stopped in its tracks to allow the stricken Pope to receive treatment. The Englishman was able to rise to his feet, but he was evidently struggling with his shoulder and slowly trudged off to be replaced by ex-Man United loanee Martin Dubravka. The Newcastle number 2 had only been on the field a few moments before an Antony volley flew past him and into the back of the net, but Maguire, whom the ball took a nick off, was in an offside position, and the linesman's flag came to the host's rescue. The Red Devils were granted 9 minutes of additional time to try to find a leveler, but Newcastle stood firm to leapfrog their visitors into 5th spot in the table, bumping Ten Hag's men down to 7th in the process. Newcastle have 4 full days to rest up before a trip to Everton on Thursday, while Man United will return to their Old Trafford headquarters to meet Chelsea on Wednesday.